All too often we end up seeing the final product and not how we got there, and things seem like magic or that they were right from the beginning, but that's nowhere near the case. Let's take an example of my little computer that I'm working on that I'm going to use for a greenhouse display. I had it all printed out and stuff is starting to get glued together. You can see now it's turning into something that looks more like a computer. The one thing I needed to do was, this base is going to go on here permanently, and I need to mount this little microcontroller into it. Right, so this is what's going to drive the display and do the wireless network and all that stuff. My original design had a hole in the side that I used, and I'd modified that original design to put something in the back. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's great. So this is the original part. So it clips on the back fine, but the hole is kind of too small to put a USB cable through, and it's too small to reach in through there, and I don't know, I'd have to hot glue it and everything. So I came up with a cunning idea. There's version 1 to add two things. One, make the hole larger, and then two, add a little platform here for the microcontroller to sit on. It will either be zip tied or glued permanently. Well, okay, so I did version 2, but the difficulty with that is I put these two pieces, well actually it's one piece, but I put these two things too close together, so you can see there the plug isn't centered. Alright, let's try again. Version 3, I shifted it so that it's now nicely centered. Hooray! That's great. And I said to myself, well wait, now I need to put this together, and it's going to go like this, right? And now my lovely little platform is kind of in the way because I need to get at that hole there to run wires up for the monitor. There's enough space that if I really wanted to I could do it, but I said to myself, you know what, once I have this chip here with its pins and everything else, it's going to be a giant nightmare, and it's hard enough as it is. Why make it more difficult? There's number 3. Number 4, I shifted everything to the side because it doesn't have to be centered. So I've got this nice big hole, I've got the mounting point there, everything looks great except, uh-oh, I put it too close to the edge. Great. Now I'm getting tired. Number 4. Number 5. Okay, much better. I've moved it away from the edge, so it'll now fit in there. That looks good, but uh-oh, when I redid this one, I used the small size hole. Now I'm back to my previous problem of not being able to put the cable in. That's number 5. Which leads me to number 6, where amazingly I was able to get this in the right position, get the hole big enough, and get it far enough from the edge that it won't block it. If we plop this into here now, kind of see how it's going to fit. It'll be fitting under, kind of like this. So there's enough room now here, and there's a lot more clearance into the hole where the monitor is going to go. So I think number 6 will be it, though I haven't put it all together. We may have more. So I just wanted to show that as an illustration that not all is simple and wonderful and done on the first try. In this case, one simple part took me 6 tries to get to something I was happy with.